welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to talk to entrepreneurs and people interested in startup business and funding and mentorship. There's a competition on the Peninsula called START, and I have with me the MC and host of that, Chris Davidson, and a winner, James Hubbard. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks for having me.
Now, a lot of people out there have no idea what we're talking about with, maybe they've seen Shark Tank or something like that, but this is really pitching a business and getting some support, right?
Yep. It's a little bit more than just a competition, although that is part of it. Think of it as a full-blown event that's a weekend-long event designed to help people take their business idea from just that seed stage all the way to becoming a viable and living and breathing company, and it happens in the course of 3 days.
That is intense.
It is pretty intense, actually.
How on earth do you do that?
Well, the way it works is if you could imagine taking the idea of a Shark Tank style competition and combining it with a business conference with business education, that's the way it works. So we have a process. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday event, where on Friday we invite people to come and pitch their ideas in front of a panel of judges. And that's a 1-minute pitch that first night, so they really have to get good.
Wow, you got to boil that down.
I know, they really do. Yeah. And we actually offer coaching ahead of time to help people refine their pitches. And so they'll pitch in front of the judges on Friday night, and we'll have anywhere from 25, 35, maybe 40 pitchers. And from there, the judges will select the top 10 ideas. Now, that night afterwards, if the people who didn't get selected still want to stick around and participate in the weekend, they can choose to do so and come get mentorship, or they can actually join one of the teams that did get selected. And then they come back on Saturday, and all day long, that next day, they will have access to business mentors that have experience in things that will help them really flesh out their idea, such as legal help, or we actually have a patent attorney there, people with expertise in marketing or management or sales, operations, manufacturing, web development and design. So then the following day,
wow.
They come back, and on Sunday a little bit more mentorship, and then they pitch again Sunday night in front of the same panel. They get 5 minutes this time, and we pick the top 3 winners. And they can win startup capital for their business, and they also get free office space as well as ongoing mentorship and support. So again, we help people take that idea and make it a reality.
And that all happens over a 3-day period, but it also could be, extended beyond that. And some people may come and observe a little bit more the first year or give the pitch, not necessarily make it to the finals. Now, James, I'm going to have you tell us about the first time that you went.
Yeah, so I pitched at Start Peninsula 1, the very first one, and I was fresh out of college, had never competed in a business competition before, had never done a pitch, and I had heard it was going on, but I didn't even plan on actually presenting. But on that Friday, my dad came to me at about 4 p.m. and said, hey, I want you to pitch at this competition. And
gee, thanks, Dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And no, it gets worse. And he said, by the way, I'm not going to be there to help you. I'm going out to dinner with your mom this afternoon, so I'm not even going to be there to support you.
So this is a business. It was at that point an idea or an actual business that you and your dad had?
We had started a couple months before, but we're still in the idea stage.
Months. And he's the engineer, the one who knows all the details.
Right.
And so he just said,
he just threw me off the deep end and said, good luck. And so I went there, like you said, 60 seconds. 60 seconds doesn't seem that bad for me now, but then it seemed like an hour.
Yeah.
So I went up there, said a couple sentences, and totally froze. I froze for like 10 seconds and kind of stumbled through the rest of it, and needless to say, I didn't get picked in the top 10 that year.
Well, that's hard to believe because you've really got it together now.
Thank you, yes, it's been a lot of work.
So what happened? Did you stick around for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, I stuck around and even participated in the accelerator that year too, and they helped me hone my pitch and do things like that. But as a testament to the community that Start Peninsula has built, after I stumbled and messed up, about 20 people afterwards came to me and started encouraging me and asked me questions. So I basically did my pitch about 20 more times by the end of the night.
So I bet you were getting much, much better by then.
Right.
Then you watched or stayed through the weekend, went to some of the workshops?
Yeah, I stayed through the weekend, just watched and met some people, and then stayed through for the workshops, the 6-month accelerator or 6-week accelerator after that.
Okay, so then fast forward to the second year.
Yeah, so the second year we went again. We made it to the top 10, went through the whole accelerator.
Did Dad come
again.
with you this time?
Yeah, he came with me to support me that year. And so we went through everything, and yeah, we were one of the top 3 winners.
So what was that like for you? What have you gained from either the whole process or just the extra stuff you get when you're the winner?
Right, so as Start Peninsula 2.0, the stage we were at, we had an idea that we thought was a solution to a problem, but we really needed customer feedback and customer validation that this is something they actually needed. And the problem with our customers is they're multi-billion-dollar corporations, so we're just a 3-person company, so it's hard to break in and get their attention. But people like Chris and other mentors walked us through the exact process of how to attract these companies and get their attention. So a couple months after we competed, we had a meeting with a National Instruments salesperson, and they introduced us to the head of North American sales for National Instruments. We went up to Maryland to meet with him, and he said, "We like your product, but if you add these things, we'll be really interested in becoming resellers and using our 1,500 salespeople worldwide to push your product." So we were all excited about that, and we came back, and we've been working on that ever since, and hopefully we will close on a reseller deal by the end of the year.
Wow, that's
exciting.
That's big.
Right, and Start Peninsula played a big part in making us ready to be able to do that.
So you guys, and a lot of entrepreneurs, I think, have an idea, have a product, but either don't know how to produce it, don't know how to sell it, or in your case, you really made some modifications.
Right.
Tell us what the original was and then what it has evolved into.
Okay, so Start Peninsula 1, it was just a vibration harvester that can produce power instead of being a battery. It can produce power to power a sensor. Start Peninsula.
Now, you're going to dumb down vibration harvester for those of us who. So it would use a vibration to produce energy.
Right. So say there's a motor in this room right now. You put the vibration harvester, motors vibrate. So you put the vibration harvester, it turns that vibration into energy, and then uses it to power a sensor.
Okay. And a sensor is measuring
the health of the motor, because if
Okay.
you have, people like Dominion Power have thousands of assets across their facilities, and if one asset fails, it could cost them millions of dollars. So they need to outfit these assets with sensors to monitor the health of the machines.
So basically, it's a power source in a very remote place where you can't use a battery because it's very expensive to get to and change that battery.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's what it started out with. It would work on vibrations. And then what happened?
Right, and then Start Peninsula 2.0, we basically had a circuitry where you can plug in multiple harvesters, and it can manage all that power and provide even more power to the sensors.
Okay.
And then after we met with National Instruments, they said, "This is nice, but we would like a box with a vibration harvester, that management circuitry where you can plug in multiple harvesters, and a sensor all in one box." So we been working on that, and that's called the December Cell.
All right. So next, what happens with your business? You're waiting to hear back from?
Oh, we're still developing the product to get to the point where we can meet with National Instruments. They want us to fly down to Austin, Texas when we're done and present in front of the R&D team. But August 4th, we also have a meeting with NASA and Jacobs Engineering, and hopefully we can secure a purchase order from them and start to raise $1 million to ramp up and really sell and manufacture our product.
Right, because you've got to manufacture. I mean, if you get the orders, now all of a sudden you've got to manufacture, right?
Exactly.
And are you guys helping with that challenge as well, helping them figure out how to get to the manufacturing stage?
Yes. So I think James mentioned the accelerator program, which happens after Start Peninsula. It's a 6-week intensive accelerator where we go more in depth into the business concepts that are going to help them move it forward. And during that process, not only do they learn how to engage with the right contacts, but we have people who can actually put them in touch with those folks and make it more of a reality.
Wow. Wow. Where would you be if not for the START process, do you think?
If it wasn't for the START process and if it wasn't for people like Tom, Flake, and Chris, I don't think I think I would have a regular 9-to-5 job right now. I don't think, because of all the people they've introduced us to, all the knowledge that they've given us, the people we've met at Start Peninsula, the mentors, we still work with them on a weekly basis, and they're anywhere between VPs of past multi-million-dollar companies to a guy that just graduated college and likes to do websites. They're equally engaged and equally excited about your product. So, if it wasn't for people like that, I don't think we would actually be here right now.
That is really exciting. Chris, what got you involved? What made you decide to help with this?
I was a mentor at Start Peninsula 1.0 and 2.0, and it was just such a fulfilling experience to be able to help people succeed, which is what I do in my business anyway. So I own a management training and corporate consulting company. So it was a really good fit, and I really enjoy helping local entrepreneurs succeed too. I think it really adds diversity to our economy and attracts talent to this area. So that's another reason why we're really excited about what we have going on.
That's wonderful. And this is regional. It is funded by local governments, by a lot of different.
It's really a collaboration.
Together.
Yeah, it's a great collaboration because we have different local municipalities that are involved. The city of Hampton, obviously, the city of Newport News as well, and we also have York County and the historic triangle with Williamsburg and James City County involved. And as a matter of fact, Start Peninsula has been rotating in location to those 3 different areas each year. So 4.0 will be in Hampton, and the next year we'll be back in this year in Newport News, and then next year back in Hampton. The thing that I like the most about it is it's not just the governments, but it's also universities and local businesses. We have people and mentors and judges from all over the place. So
that's wonderful that people pitch in. And I know we're regional, but I do want to highlight you're based in Hampton.
Yes.
And you guys are based in Hampton also, at the incubator right now, the technology incubator.
Right.
Has that been a real help to you to be able to use the incubator space and the office and the technology and the advice?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is being around other companies that are, going through the same struggles you are, because when you're an entrepreneur, it can be hard. Not your friends and family don't really understand what you're going through because they all have regular jobs. But when you're surrounded by people that are going through the same problems, you can get feedback. There's people in the incubator that are at all different stages of development, so you can go, hey, you've been through this. What did you do during this situation, and things like that, and just getting encouragement. The people that we went through the accelerator with, we're still extremely close, and we have this healthy competition. If they talk to an investor, we want to talk to an investor. If they win an award, we want to win an award. If they're talking to this person, we're wondering why we aren't talking to this person. So it's a very healthy relationship we have with all the companies in the incubator.
And it also launched you. You went from the Peninsula start to some regional and national pitches as well.
After we won Start Peninsula 2.0, we then competed in a regional competition in Baltimore, and we won, Baltimore's hottest startup. And then we went to Las Vegas and competed in a national competition where there was 50 companies from all over the country and as far as Buenos Aires, and we won that, and were crowned the nation's hottest startup.
Wow. Well, good luck. Soon you'll be at the manufacturing stage and selling your product.
Right.
So
yes.
we'll have to hear more about how your success goes after that.
Okay, yes, sounds good.
Well, thank you, James. And the name of your company, because I don't believe you said.
HIS Energy.
Okay. And Chris, thank you very much. We are very excited about Start Peninsula. So we're going to say if you have an idea or a little past the idea stage, working on a product, you need to get in touch with this organization and join the Start Peninsula. This one will be the 4.0. And website or phone number real quick.
Yes, startpeninsula.com, and you can find everything that you need to know there.
Okay. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck to you and your dad. That sounds really exciting.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you, if you don't have a business, are at least excited about the amount of entrepreneurship and support and business growth going on in Hampton and in the region. Thanks for watching.